Tami manages America's hijacked lifelines for the Great Wall of Chinese Evil. Oh, you can call it Eskimo evil or Bulgarian evil, whatever floats your boat. You want to see it, you pick up your phone. Try to call me, 424-229-4140. In fact, let me get that fun part out of the way, the serious part out of the way, then I'll get to my Tami Parable series. I've been asking for 911 Flight 93 checks. I am Melton, son of a carpenter, married. Dad a carpenter, worked on skyscrapers. Mom, Marianne. I am the son of a carpenter, married. I get to tell parables. And I'm going to be showing you what I've designed for the first half of August 2018 with this parable, but the very serious stuff. Make a video of your phone being hijacked as you try to call me. 424-229-4140. I called a 911 Flight 93 check of America's Lifelines. Not one call. Seeing that your phone will work all the time, call me up saying this is a 911 Flight 93 check. Not one in a decade of asking. Look for my call logs. Melton's call logs on youtube.com/DNFD series. Look for the playlist. Some of you out there can get those call logs. Remember to make videos of your hijack calls to me from the police stations, phone all across America, the fire stations phone all across America, the military bases phones all across America and beyond. Make that video, whatever you get when you don't get me, and post it. We the people must be as a reporter. Call me up in front of reporters, network news anchors, local news anchors, any and all in the public eye. I hope you can read that. It's kind of light to begin with, and it's not the best light in here. But yeah, I always thought it was bad taste placing someone named Hussein in the highest office in the world. It's a Muslim name. It's a Middle Eastern name. Not one in a decade of asking. No 93 checks, no comments about that. No comments about that Osama. Or put Osama bin Laden and Barack Hussein Obama side by side, their photos. And you check out the eyes and you tell me you don't see a resemblance. Now come on now. Don't be a hater. 2018, they are mixing things up all over the place. Make that video, whatever you get. You can't have it both ways, you politically correct folks. Make that video, whatever you get when you don't get me. Forget about everything I say in this video or any other video, my fire and brimstone, my funny son of a carpenter Mary stuff, my off the wall stuff. Forget about everything. Just make that video of your phone not working. Try to call me, 424-229-4140. Not 193 check in a decade of asking. Yes, the heroes of 9/11 fought back physically against the terrorists who had hijacked their planes, and they also fought back making calls. All of our phones nowadays make a call, make a video as well. Make that video. Oh, I've got a free California Lifeline phone, the one in my hand making this video. I pay for every month the California Lifeline phone I get because of my Gates livelihood, because I'm poor. Yes, my Gates livelihood of designing imagery, and my real Gates livelihood is building Jesus' immaculate house here on earth. Those kind of folks who would attack us from the outside with a whole lot of cowardly Husseins, and then attack us from the inside with a cowardly Hussein being placed in our White House. Whatever boring thing you get when you try to call me, guys, 424-229-4140. It's not going to be boring if you need the fire and police paramedics. And I bet you can guess it's going to be just as newsworthy as me asking for a 93 check of America's Lifelines for a decade, not getting one, no certified mail. About the 93 checks, about the Osama rumor, about these Tami parables. I'm the son of a carpenter married. I get to make parables. No comments at all. Make that video, post that video, whatever you get when you don't get me. Call me up in front of. Try to. Call me up in front of. Network news anchors, local news anchors, any and all the public eye. Ask them, tell them. Everything's fake news compared to your family's lifeline not working and them not covering something that's easily documented. You got the timestamp on your phone, you got the number dialed. On that phone you're making a video of, see it as every child in America's lifeline, be it another soldier's phone or another policeman, another fireman's phone, another a member of your church for the priest, for the nuns. See that phone as every child in America's lifeline? And yes, ask and answer. Kind of topical for this Tommy Parable, Ask and Answer, Jesus' Question, Is Barack Hussein Obama a terrorist? I know he's got a name like one. But we don't go by names in America. We go by you not reaching me with a 9/11 Flight 93 check in a decade. And yeah, I'm not a fan of the buffoon Trump, the Russian guy, but he's comic relief after placing Hussein in our White House. Make that video of America's Hijacked Lifelines and post it. Now, Tommy, post and repost those 5s I showed you. And make your own 93 check video. Post and repost my 9/11 Flight 93 check. Ideally a minute parable. These things can stretch out. These Tommy parables can stretch out to a half hour. I'm trying to make it brief. But yeah, post and repost what you think is the best. See that vapor trail in the sky? 9/11 Flight 93, check and post and 5. Be on the side of those driving the tanks, the jeeps, the jets, the side of children and truth. Make a video of America's Hijacked Lifelines. Now, that's enough of the incredibly serious stuff. It's real stuff. Make that video. You got the timestamp on your phone. You got the number dialed, and those who are hijacking your call to me are worried enough about it to alter phone records to cover it up. So that tells you it should be news. It's just the network news anchors to the unknown reporters aren't doing their jobs. They're doing that Osama PR campaign on our TV news and pop culture TV as well. Make that video, post that video. Now, Tommy, he lost both of his arms in my kind of a cartoon, a video series here. He was told by his boss, woo, as a test of management, to stick his right arm into a wood chipper. You know, you feed the limbs into it, it chips the limbs up into little chips. Tommy's always been blindly obedient. He slowly fed that right arm into the wood chipper, lefty, the left arm. Saw what was going on with righty, the right arm, and jumped off very wisely. Oh, lefty has a nice hand modeling career going on. He goes to Vegas, is very good at the one-armed bandit. Tommy, yeah, you wouldn't think he'd get rewarded for that, but he got a promotion. He's bossing a whole lot of folks around. I gotta switch hands. Yeah, I'm going to show you my eyes later on this genetic carpentry. You're going to see the smaller, browner circles disappearing, bigger, bluer eyes growing in through and around. If you're a doctor who can actually talk about that, doctor's iPad can't do that. Come see me in person. They can't talk about those 9/11 Flight 93 checks either. So come tell me what is going on with those eyes. Have will travel, and yes, the reason I keep switching arms is my muscles are incredibly sore. That's blue-eyed DNA taking over for brown-eyed DNA with the arms, the muscles, the organs. Now, as far as my fun, yeah, lefty crawling around on his own, cartoon parable, and what you can't see. I mean, I can show you the video of my eyes are changing, but I want you to just focus on what you can document with your phone now. It makes a video. You make a video of someone else's lifeline as you try to call me, 424-239-4140. Posted a couple months ago for 2 years, this phone, every call to and from its call log. And yes, some of you out there can get those call logs. Do that. Make that video, post that video of America's Hijacked Lifelines, and tell everyone you know to do the same. I tell them we got to get the news folks out. They're simply placing kings for who knows who. Apparently, guy's named Hussein. It's a Muslim name, guys. They're just doing that. They're not covering the news. So we have to do it with our phones. Do that. We the people on the Immaculate Network. Post to all those social websites. Send emails, texts to other folks, everyone you know, telling them to try to call me and make a video of their hijack call. That's what you can see. What you can document. Phone records being altered. Do that. Now, my Tommy Parable, Tommy gets a promotion in the streets, the unseen business. He's bossing a whole lot of folks around. He also won his girlfriend's heart. He does a mean snake dance. Now he's missing both arms. He's always liked to stick his tongue out. He's Chinese. But now he does a very mean snake dance, and he won Rhea's heart at, go figure, the Snake Pit, a popular dance club here in LA somewhere. But this is occurring at work. He told his employees he's got to go manage the phones. Manage a couple of new recruits to hijacking America's Lifelines. He tells them that, and he goes out to the Tami mobile out in front of the office building, and he hears this wild uproar. And somebody walking by says, well, they must be having a party somewhere. Yeah, Tommy's employees having a little party, and he's going to be gone all day. Tami gets on that Tami mobile. He goes to where the wall house. What's the wall house? Great Wall of Evil warehouse. The management of the Great Wall, we can call it that can place someone named Hussein in the highest office in the world right after we got attacked by a whole lot of other cowardly Husseins. And yes, keeps just me and all of this imagery by hijacking your call, your email, your letters to me. Oh, you can certify mail, use FedEx, UPS, any private carrier. Make a video at first, it's going to be stolen. Come see me in person. Have Whitwood Travel show me the perfect place to build. Jesus is immaculate house here on earth. Best people to start building with. And I'm going to put it down in the... I got to do my sugar check, and I'll put it in the holder. Give both my arms a little rest. I think you've seen everything, hopefully. Now, Tommy goes in there, and he's supposed to manage two different guys who are hijacking America's Lifelines. Somebody's doing it, guys. Try to call me right now. He goes in there, and there's one guy in a dirty bedsheet with a beard, straggly hair, straggly beard, Middle Eastern look. Yeah, he looks like a terrorist, and he's literally hijacking the calls. And there's also this other guy, clean shaven, looks a little bit like Osama bin Laden right around the eyes. Yes, he's a member of a gene pool. It's our fun fiction. We can have a little fun. I've already told you about the serious part. Make that video, post that video. Whatever you get, well, you don't get me. He's part of that practice PR campaign that moves folks in and out of Barack Hussein Obama's shoes to present just the right image to the world. They're the ones told him, whoever's in the shoes at the time, reach out to those who harbor terrorists in their countries, yes. Before he'd even reached out to the American people. And then they got the backlash from that, and yeah, they've been kind of playing down his Hussein name, which they don't name him Hussein unless they're Muslim. They've been, the ones in and out of the shoes in our fun fiction have been playing that down. They don't even admit to being Muslim with that name, and yeah, they don't name them Hussein unless they're Muslim. Doing my sugar check, apparently it takes a whole lot of blood sugar to grow a new body. I'll show you the eyes in a little while. Now he's got those two folks, and he notices that the bearded terrorist, they're both named Hussein, ironically. He's doing a very good job, and he doesn't like what Tommy doesn't like. He's gone to the Wall House seminars, and he's gotten I get a new one now. I use it to wipe off the lens for the camera. He's gotten instructions on how to manage America's Hijacked Lifelines as the Great Wall of Evil. Once again, it's keeping just me. And all of this imagery you see behind me that I designed this month, and all the imagery 24,000 plus, you're going to find at daffodilia.blogspot.com or ChristComplex2.wixsite.com/Daffodilia, DAFFODILIA. Oh, there at the Wix site, hit the heart, you're going to see what I designed today. I think that was yesterday or within the past week. Day before, maybe? Yesterday, the day before. And the one today is the kind of the dark one with the dark flowers and the clouds over Eagle Rock. And Yeah, he keep the Great Wall of Evil, the Wall House, places Hussein and other dictators, kind of stuff worldwide. They manage that. They're on both sides of every conflict in our fun fiction. And yeah, it tells Tami, gave him a nice seminar as a manager on how he's got to take his turn managing the phones, and he's teaching these two guys, these two Husseins, what to do, what not to do, and he's critiquing both of them. But he seems to like what the bearded terrorist Hussein is doing. So he pulls the other Hussein, the clean-shaven one, aside, and he says, "Listen, Hussein." And he just blows up. He says, "My name is Barack Obama." And he has this horrible temper. He's yelling and screaming. And Tami said, "Don't," he'd be putting his hands up, "don't take this the wrong way," but he can't do that. He doesn't have any hands. And yes, the Tami mobile is run by headgear, which he turns sideways. And Tami mobile, I gotta remember to turn that thing off. You stand up and you use the handlebars. I'm sure you've seen it. Motorized and drives you down the street. Tami, he doesn't have the arms, so he's got the headgear to steer. And I'd better hurry. It's already up to 16 minutes. He pulls Hussein aside, and he learns quick. Don't call him Hussein. He doesn't like that. Call him Barack. Call him Obama. He's one of the countless in and out of the shoes. You know where my fixing ends, guys. You pick up that phone. You see America's Lifelines being hijacked. And you do not know when else your phone won't be allowed to work. Make a video of that. Because it's going to be just as newsworthy. Me asking your phone not allowed to work because you're in the wrong political party, you go to the wrong church, you're in the wrong neighborhood. Personal reasons perhaps. Who knows why your phone, your family's lifeline is not allowed to work. But if it's not allowed to work, it's going to be just as newsworthy, guys. You get that boring thing, you need the firemen, police, paramedics, it's going to be just as newsworthy. So you make that video, post that video, and pass along my fun Tami parable about the angry Hussein and the terrorist-looking Hussein. Tami says he's doing a good job because the terrorist-looking Hussein, he just isn't putting them on hold when they're trying to get the firemen, police, paramedics. He's kind of stalling. Because Tami explains to the shaven Hussein terrorists. He explains to them that, if you just put them on hold, they're likely to run down the street to the fire station and tell them to come quick. You want to stall, like Omar Hussein is doing there. Omar Hussein Latif, I think his name is. He is telling them, "Oh, you got a fire. How big of a fire is it?" And, stuff like that. And, well, they're real busy right now, but we'll try to get the cops over there. You're being robbed, are you? And, yes, the same for the paramedic kind of stuff and all that. And Tami, he ends the day, and let me end my day here. Because it's getting up to 20 minutes. I got to show you my eyes. Oh, my backup flashlights came today. Everything but my butter rum lifesavers are completely out of butter rum. Walmart, the big conglomerate, whatever you want to call it, it's completely out of butter rum lifesavers. That's why I get the backup for the flashlights. I got them. They work great. The backup flashlight, small flashlight. It costs more than the batteries. I mean, it costs less than the batteries. It costs about the same price. So I got a couple backup. And yes, there's the eyes. Older, browner eyes from about 5.5 years ago, and before that, a little bit lighter underneath the words there, and it looks a lot lighter on the computer screen, but this is from early 2014, a little bit after that. And you can see the smaller brownish circles slowly disappearing, bigger bluer circles growing in through and around. Now let me get my flashlight and show you what they look like now, I've been taking vitamins. For the past year, and slowly but surely, you'll see like the white part around the eyes, the brown part of the eyes. It can be more brown, it can be less brown, and that outer circular brown is missing. Yeah, and I got two eyes. Here's the other one over here. Slowly but surely, the white part there, since I've been taking the vitamins, has been working on the blue, accelerating the process. Blue-eyed DNA taking over for brown-eyed DNA. If you know what's going on with that, come tell me. I'm going to tell you what I think, of course. I'm the son of a carpenter. My dad a carpenter, worked on skyscrapers. Mom, Marianne. I'm the son of a carpenter. I get to tell parables, and I also design imagery. And, I got some clothes. My worker's on her way back. She had to go to the hospital for some surgery. I don't know how much she can do. I'll find out tomorrow, hopefully. But, yeah, I gotta kind of do what I can to get my clean underwear. There's my tabletop art, 24,000. You can go find it, daffodilly.blogspot.com. Make that video, post that video, whatever you get when you don't get me. It's not going to be boring, yes. Very real stuff. Doesn't have anything to do with my eyes or my changing DNA. It has to do with your phone not working as you try to call me, John Melton Brady, 424-229-4140. Make that video, post that video. Come see me in person. Have Whitwood Travel. It's 22 minutes. I got to turn it off. Tami, he talks to the two Husseins at the end of the day after they've been hijacking America's Lifelines. And he says, I know you're doing real well. Tried to give him a little pep talk. You're going to have someone new in tomorrow. They're going to tell you take their advice. Then remember, don't just put them on hold. You give them a little pep talk like Abdul Hussein Latif there. And you tell them why they got to wait, why their phone call's not going through. It's my fun fixing, guys. Make that video, whatever you get when you don't get me. And it doesn't matter if it's a dirty bed sheet. Well, I'm trying to get my clothes clean best I can. It doesn't matter if it's a dirty bed sheet, Hussein, with that straggly beard and hair and all that, or it's that guy who went to Harvard and was placed in our White House to stain our democracy with his lies. What's one of his lies? Pick up your phone, try to call me. 424-229-4140. Make that video, post that video. Say, we the people must take America back. Try to call John Melton Brady in front of every reporter, every senator, every network news anchor, every mayor, every governor. Tell them we want our phones to work all the time. We are Americans for unhijacked lifelines and fairly elected officials. And yes, if you were manning the phones a decade ago and calling up a whole lot of folks telling them whatever you do, they're trying to play us a cowardly Hussein in our White House. Make sure you tell everyone not to vote for that. And you were getting that boring thing. Phone ringing, error message, business signal. I'm telling you why right now. We the people must take America back. Make that video if you hijack call to me right now. Then let's get started. Building a better world. Come see me in person. You know somebody's done that. They've torn down that great wall of evil around me. When you see someone besides me and LA and palms and flowers and clouds, do that. Tear down the great wall of evil that was more than bad taste. Placing someone named Hussein in the highest office in the world. It's about hijack America's lifelines. It's about the Muslim PR campaign. I know that's very un-PC, but I kind of want my phone to work all the time. That's PC too. Make that video, post that video of your phone not working all the time. Your child's lifeline, your family's lifeline, America's lifeline. Make that video, post that video, come see me, Melton, in person. Have Will Travis show me the perfect place to build. Jesus is immaculate house, my real world.